Listen, this is so ridiculous. I'm not going to let this go. There are rules. If you step into a body of water and the water is not propelling, it's not a lazy river.
I'm going to ask good old Google right now.
I don't think Google's going to be able to address this.
Welcome to Drafted. I am your host, Daniel Prentice, and as always, I am joined by my dear friend and co-host, Preston Thompson. Preston, the last time I talked to you, you had not yet traveled to Austria, apparently the most boring, horrible country in all of Europe, according to Pat Stegemiller, our last guest. Mm-hmm. How was your time there, my friend?
G'day, mate. Throw some shrimp on the barbie. Down under. Yeah, don't talk like that over there. I was surprised to learn. It's not even close to where Australia is. Not even neighbors.
No. Nope.
No, it was a great time. Like, really, really avid listeners of this show will know that it's always been like a dream of mine to go to a Formula One race. I got to go. It was amazing. The big European zoomy cars were coming right by my head. Oh my God. It was so fun. I had a fabulous time, and we stopped at a bunch of cities. I got a bunch of soccer jerseys. It was a great time.
Nice. What was it like being a country that is just so chock full of drafted heads? Were you swarmed in the streets?
I got approached several times, especially on 4th of July. They were like, "It's 4th of July. What are you doing not in your home country?" And I was like, "Listen, I got to do what I got to do." But I found a nice brat while I was there for 4th of July.
Nice.
In fact, it was just significantly better than any brat I've ever had here. Unsurprising. But no, it was a great time. I'm drinking Gatorade because I'm still pretty jet lagged. I think my body thinks it's 1 o'clock in the morning right now. It's not.
Are you dying right now?
I have not been able to kick this cough. And then, I got all those European sicknesses, with the socialized healthcare over there. They're just all very sick.
What are they doing over there?
They're very sick. They're very unhappy. They walk everywhere, which, of course, is terrible for the body. So, I think I clearly caught some sort of communism while I was there.
Typical.
Brought it home with
Typical.
me.
Well, glad you had a good time, man. I can't wait to hear more detailed stories. When we're not trying to keep it a tight,
keep it to a tight
2 hours,
tight 90.
We are thrilled to be joined this week. She is making her return from the Harry Potter draft last season. We have Friggin Nerd Lee of Friggin Nerds Media. Lee, thank you so much for coming on the show. How are you doing?
Of course, I'm great. How are you?
I can't complain too bad. Are you drinking anything? For the show, Lee?
I'm just drinking some good old water.
Oh my
H2O.
God, Lee, you gotta hold it down. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Like, I had a Truly downstairs. I could have gone to get it, but I was like,
this is what Mario's for.
It's the week after, the weekend after 4th of July. Everybody's been drinking and whatnot. But, Preston, I have a question for you. What do you mean by big European cars were coming at your head?
Big European Zoom-Zooms were coming right at my face.
Right at your face?
Right at my face. They let you get real
lay
close.
Down on the track.
They said, trust me.
That doesn't sound safe.
It'll be fine. No, they let you get right up on the fence. And, I mean, like, the spot we were at, they're coming by 190 miles an hour. I had to translate it from kilometers because that's dumb. But boy, they were really humming.
Like 240 kilometers, would I guess?
Listen, I don't know. I didn't bother learning while I was there.
Oh, sorry.
But it was a great time.
Went to Austria, didn't bother to learn
kilometers.
It's fine.
I mean, listen, I'm only going to be there a few days. It's not going to benefit me that much.
Well, I thought, I know you're a big F1 guy, so I thought maybe they would, we just talk about F1 and kilometers all the time, since it's more of a
They actually thing. Weirdly don't. On the English broadcast, they say a lot in miles an hour. And I'm
really?
Not entirely sure why. Yeah.
Oh, I was way off. It's 305 kilometers.
Well, there you go.
For 190 miles.
We're way off.
It was pretty awesome. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. So
that's
nice.
Wild.
I'm excited to go back someday.
And Lee, you mentioned the 4th of July. I know where you live is like 4th of July capital of America, which I guess makes it really the 4th of July capital of the world, because I don't know how many
talked
other
about this on the show.
countries celebrate it the way we do. So what was 4th of July like up in Rhode Island?
Well, we actually live in Bristol County, and Bristol, Rhode Island, is the oldest continuous 4th of July parade takes place on the 4th.
I remember Mario saying something about that. Something along those lines.
So they actually, during COVID, they had to do like a mini parade
to keep the street going.
They could keep the longest continuous
with like little
parade
RC cars.
Street going.
That's adorable.
Yeah. So, but it's awesome. I mean, I don't know that the fireworks are necessarily anything to write home about. I've seen, like, Britt sent us firework video from Nashville, and their fireworks are far superior to ours. But our parade is second to none.
Nice.
Like, big deal. We had a big barbecue actually on the 3rd, because the 4th, I don't know about you guys, but the 4th here was like torrential downpours.
Oh, no, I did hear the Northeast. It was not that way for where I am. But yeah, I think I heard the Northeast had pretty bad rain for the 4th of July.
I had a sunny 21 degrees centigrade over there. It was a great
Well, there
time.
you go. It's excellent. I mean, I would much rather have been in Austria as well.
I know.
So.
I didn't at any point have to reckon with having to live in America. It was great. I skipped that whole bit. And then only coming home did it all hit me like a wave of like, oh God.
Here we are, back at it.
Back at it again.
Well, I neither went to Austria nor did I really celebrate the 4th of July. Tried to watch the hot dog eating contest with my family via Zoom, but it got rain delayed.
Yep.
Because of all the rain in the Northeast.
Which you would think they dip the hot dogs in water anyways. You'd think they'd just be able to manage it.
Well, I think there was like lightning and stuff. I think it was like a pretty bad storm.
They don't.
Yeah,
dip
no,
in
it was like a really bad front that came through here.
Yeah. So I was just like home by myself on the 4th, so I didn't really do anything special.
Oh.
But that's okay. I made myself
We should have zoomed you into our celebration.
Oh, that's okay. I'm kind of with Preston. The 4th of July isn't like really a big holiday.
It's not fun anymore. They freaking ruined it.
That's tough.
All right, so next year, you guys both need to come to Rhode Island, and we'll show you what's so patriotic about the 4th of July.
Cool.
Is it just loads of alcohol? Just lots and lots of drinking?
Well, lots of barbecuing. You know, we got the above-ground pool. Like, there's also free concerts that happen downtown, which is pretty fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
Okay. How close to Providence are you? Because I have friends that recently moved to Providence. I really need to visit them soon.
We are probably 20 minutes or so.
Oh,
everything from to Providence from in Rhode Island is like.
It can't be that big, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Depending on traffic.
Fair enough. I am drinking this week though, so I have no jet lag and no 4th of July hangover. My alcohol choices are limited right now. I had some tequila and I have some Publix lemonade, so it's kind of like a makeshift margarita, I guess. It's really quite tasty.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah,
it's making me want one.
It's going to be drunk before the halftime break, I promise you.
Okay.
Too drunk to taste the chicken.
Yeah, seriously. Preston, since we're talking about halftime of the draft already, what are we drafting this week, my friend?
All right, tonight, there's no rules. Outback.
What?
No rules, just right.
Just draft anything we want?
Draft anything you want. Boy, wait. Actually, now that you throw that out there, that'd be fun. Like, I'm going to draft
kind of fun. We should do that.
The concept of joy.
What? Oh.
Well, you win.
I'm drafting Taylor Swift.
I'm drafting
Gratitude.
I'm drafting the feeling of joy, which I think drastically outranks the concept of joy.
Okay, I'm drafting the cool side of the pillow.
That's strong. That's strong.
All right, well, we are not drafting just anythings here. We are building our perfect dream house in honor of Barbie coming out. We're building a dream. I just made that connection.
Is this a Barbie show?
I don't know. I just decided for us. It's a Barbie themed episode.
I'll reach out to Barbie, see if they can
reach out to good old Ryan Gosling. We are doing a Barbie themed show and making our perfect dream house. No rules.
That's exciting.
Take whatever you want. I feel like this is going to be one of those episodes where everybody loves everybody. And honestly, I'm totally cool with that. I'm happy about that. I feel like we got absolutely ripped to shreds in the Discord over the last 2 weeks. I got to the hotel after like a 30-hour travel day or whatever. First connected to the Wi-Fi, and I was like, let's see what's going on back in the States. And it's like Daniel's family just ripping me a new one in the Discord saying I'm an idiot. And then I'm like, at least they're saying Pat's an idiot too, and it was fine.
Don't lump my whole family in with my sister.
It's true. Your mom would never say that to me. Never.
No, my mom. You are my mom's favorite person on this show. Pretty much every episode, I think.
Wow.
And I don't think it's all that close.
I think you're Lauren's favorite person on this show, which is concerning.
Yeah, that's weird. That is a little weird.
Well, I mean, Mario definitely loves you guys more than me, so...
Which is weird, because we've been so mean to him.
I know.
We've been meaner to Mario than anyone
We don't
else
deserve it.
Listen, that's his love language, okay? Like, the meaner you are to him, the more he'll love you.
Got it, okay.
We'll have to change our tactic there, then. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, it's like, I think... I don't really know how you would make rules for this one. I mean, I guess you we could do the thing that Preston likes to do with the different categories to fill, but
yeah,
I think kind of just winging it is let's be creative.
Can I establish
a limited budget on HGTV to make our dream home here?
Yeah,
I want to establish one ground rule.
Okay.
We have the basic infrastructure of a home.
Yeah.
Like we don't have to draft a pillow. Like we have a place to sleep. We have plumbing. Okay. We have walls, and we have a door that locks. That's But then from then on, it's sort of up to interpretation.
Yeah. I don't think you don't have to draft the basics of a home. You don't have to draft insulation.
So like a kitchen, a bathroom.
I think you can draft a kind of kitchen if you want.
Yeah, but you'll have a basic
or specifics in the bathroom.
Yeah.
But if I was gonna say, but if I don't draft a kitchen, I'll still have something to cook.
Yes,
to cook.
A fully functional, normal house kitchen. Yes.
And it can be indoor and outdoor. Or just the indoor?
I think they're separate things.
No. But we're drafting things for both the indoor and the outdoor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got to.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. If you're not drafting outdoor space things, you're not going to win the draft. Our draft order, as determined by random.org, as always, the best website on the internet, other than whichever app you listen to the show, unless you listen to Spotify. Spotify is. Boy.
Oh boy.
They're having a rough go of it lately. Mm-hmm. Not catching a lot of W's, Other than hosting draft, that's
Spotify. If you're listening, we're more than happy to be your first W in a while. Show's going great.
Hit us up.
Our subscribers are in the 60s of thousands. So just come on in.
Thousands.
It'd be a huge bounce for this, the drafted bounce, they call it.
Yep.
Talk to us, Spotify.
Bounce. I mean, we can vouch for that at Friggin Nerds Media.
Yes.
The
drafted bounce.
Anytime that we partner with Drafted, our numbers go way up.
Thanks for lying to the people like that, Lee.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
I got you guys.
I'm so glad turning that chart upside down fooled you.
All right, here.
I'm really gullible. I'm the most gullible of the freaking nerds,
Ooh, that's good. That'll work to our favor this draft. Preston, you'll have the first pick. I will have the second pick. And then, oh, wait, what have I done? I've written Preston here twice.
What?
Oh, God.
What? No.
I don't know what... Hang on, I still have the list here.
It's been so long since I've had a first pick. I was so excited.
No, you do have the first pick. It was Lee. Lee was the second Preston. I don't know why I wrote Preston. I just was really happy to see Preston, I guess. So yeah, that'll be the draft order, and then of course, as always, Snakes Out draft, so reverse order on even rounds. Preston, it sounds like we have all the groundwork.
And how many picks do we have?
The groundwork.
6 rounds, of course, as always. Yep.
6. All right.
Do you know why we do the 6 picks? Do you know where that came from, Lee?
No. Enlighten me.
That came from our first ever... Well, the draft... Does Preston even know this?
I mean, I guess I conceptually know it, but I've never thought about it. Like, I've never put 2 and 2 together, so go ahead.
It comes from the very first thing that laid the groundwork for this show, which was the Pokemon draft, because your Pokemon party is 6 Pokemon. So it just made the most sense.
It never occurred to me that that's why we went for 6 every single episode we did after that. That seems like a pretty big decision to leave up to a 3 a.m. car ride.
It works. I think 6 is a good number for 3 drafts. It's like you get, for most things we draft, it gets you into the weeds a little bit, so you can't just like pick 6 all-stars all the time.
Yeah.
So I just like
it
worked.
Take those two crummy picks at the end. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
5 and 6 is where the real disasters.
Those are the swingers. Those are the draft swingers. That's Preston.
And for the record,
Preston pretty much always says he feels good about his first 4 picks, and then
he always blow it right at the line.
That's why we do the 4. And the 3 a.m. car ride decisions, by the way, are always the best decisions. You always go with those because
it's true.
That's where the money's made.
Yeah. Just ask the Mountain. He'll know all about that.
Oh my God! Shut up. All right,
Preston. All right, Preston. What's the first pick of the Dreamhouse draft?
Well, I'm thrilled to have first pick here because although there are no rules, I'm a little scared that this will not come back to me.
Yeah.
So I am taking. First, I want to. Okay, real quick. I want to shout out good friend Jennifer, who Jennifer and Wick just bought their first house. I visited this past weekend. It's gorgeous, beautiful home.
Very nice.
Wouldn't change a thing about it, honestly. They're doing a lot of great work on it, and it had a big pool in the backyard, and boy was that fun. So I'm just taking a big pool. If I can sprinkle a little bit of flavor text on there, I'd like a lazy river to go around the entirety of the home.
So I think they're two separate things.
You think a pool and a lazy river are different?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm taking a very big pool. If you're going to deny me the pleasures of propulsion, then I'm taking the biggest pool you've ever seen.
Let's just say a luxury pool, like the kind of pool you see on like MTV.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to be able to, because I swim a lot of laps. That's like my primary form of exercise. I'd like to be able to do a lap in the pool, like not a 50-meter lap, but at least a 25.
Okay, so you're not getting like a kidney, like like a kidney-shaped pool or like a grotto or anything.
Yeah, I mean, okay. You've made a great point.
Listen, I don't think anyone else can take a pool.
Here's what I want. No,
but I think you should be specific about what your pool
I'm going to be specific. It's going to be rectangular in zoom out nature, but curved corners so that you can lean into a corner. It's not like sharp corners. But of course, rectangular enough so that there's one lap I can go back and forth on. But then to your point, in one corner is a sort of rock overhang that juts out into the middle of the pool, so you can go underneath and get a little water on top kind of situation. Yeah. And if it starts to rain, you can hang out under there. And there's going to be little built-in stools to the side of the pool. So action. Exactly, a little bar action. And a full-time attendant named Charles.
Be careful now. Okay.
Ye of little faith. He's just Charles, Dan. Come on.
I just wanted to be sure. I think that's a good pick, Preston.
God, that careful now. Pick. I'm going to set that as like my alarm in the morning. Like, careful now. Whatever it was you were about to do, just give it, think a pregnant pause.
Think one more time. Yeah.
I mean, Mario would also make a great name for a poolside attendant.
There you go.
Because,
let's just make it Mario.
It should just be Mario. His price? Because he... I don't know. I'd have to ask him. But we call him Pool Boy because he'll get you drinks when you're in the hot tub.
Okay, Pool Boy.
Oh, Pool Boy.
Pool Boy.
I like it being Mario, but us never addressing him by his name.
Yeah.
Pool Boy.
Pool Boy. Yeah, my mom and I actually were in the hot tub in Key West, and we were definitely drinking/drunk, and that's exactly how that happened.
You called for the Pool Boy.
We called for the Pool Boy, and he came.
Did you ever snap fingers?
No, it was more like
just a wave.
Yeah.
A wave, yeah.
Hello.
That's good.
I will say this sets up a very unsatisfying situation for somebody to take a lazy river without a pool. And maybe we will cross that bridge later in this draft, but
it is a risk.
Because you can't turn it off. Because if you turned it off, you'd have a pool. And you can't have that. I have that.
I don't think that's true.
Well, okay. What are the distinguishable differences between a pool and a lazy river then?
Well, a lazy river is like, it would be like closed off, so you wouldn't have the space in the middle.
But I have an island in the middle of the pool with the water going around it. That's a loop, basically. It's a weird looking loop, but it's a loop. I think the propulsion has to be going 24 hours a day.
Okay, so there's a lazy river at your parents'.
There is.
What would you call? I don't know. What would you call where your parents live? Community
compound. Yeah. They're post-apocalyptic refuge. Yeah.
There's no way that place runs a lazy river 24 hours a night. So
it does.
Are you saying it ceases to become a lazy river? There's no way.
But I'm saying, okay,
they turn off the jets.
If you found a very thin pool that goes on for a while, and you stepped in, and you stayed perfectly still because there was no propulsion, would you suddenly be like, oh god, this lazy river's broken? You'd be like, no, this is a shitty pool.
I would.
This is a bad pool with no room for activities.
It depends on how exactly what shape you're talking. Okay, if it's clearly a river, then it's gonna be a lazy river.
Listen, this is so ridiculous. I'm not gonna let this go. There are rules. If you step into a body of water and the water is not propelling, it's not a lazy river.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask good old Google right now.
Yeah,
Google's gonna be able
here's
to
the thing:
this.
is if you're in a pool, there's also jets going there. That doesn't make it a lazy river.
But they're not powerful enough to push a human.
Sure, they are.
No, they're not.
Absolutely are. They absolutely are. Okay, if you in my
pool, mine has no jets.
in my pool, if you get on like a noodle in front of the jets, they're gonna push you to the other end of the pool. That doesn't make it a damn lazy river.
Given an infinite amount of time, I guess maybe.
No, like really not that much time at all.
All right. Well, so
a minute and a half.
Okay, so here's the rule then. If you take a lazy river, you can turn the propulsion off when people are not in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It can be at no point wider than like 5 feet.
That's insane.
It's no longer a lazy river.
It's also,
that's
a lazy river is shallow too, so it can't be any deeper than like.
Yeah, you couldn't dive.
Also true. Totally.
5 feet is insane. That's a lazy creek. That's not a lazy river.
That's
fine.
a me.
I mean,
that's a me.
I'm imagining
like,
my parents' lazy river right now.
Like,
how far?
Way more than 5 feet across.
I'm gonna guess 7.
I think it's like 12 at least.
It's clearly it can let at least 2 tubes through. We know this from testing. I don't think it could let 3 through. So it's 2.5 tube lengths across. That's what I'll give
your parents' lazy river is also quite small.
Yes, but it has to be moving, Daniel, or else it's just a bad pool. You can't have a moat.
No, I agree. You aren't doing pool things, but I think your like specifics are just too specific. That's all I'm saying.
Well, are you taking it?
No.
Coward.
Not till later, maybe.
Absolute coward.
I do have a lazy river on my list, just so y'all know.
I did too, and you
no, I'm going to go with what I think. Like anytime people ask me, like, Daniel, what would be the one luxurious thing you could have in your house if you could have one luxurious thing? And it's always a pretty easy answer for me. And it's a home theater.
Yep.
Just being able to like watch movies on the big screen in your own home. Watching the sports up there. I've been seeing some people like they have like projectors that can play like their video games. You can play like Mario Party all together or Smash Brothers in your home theater. This is just like because I love watching movies, but I don't really like going to the movie theater.
That's fair.
So this is my thing that I want for my dream house.
Here's the big question though.
Yeah.
What does the seating look like?
Sure. So I think I would go leather recliners probably.
Interesting.
Standard. It's pretty standard. Yeah. Like how many? How many are we talking? Like tiered or just like
tiered like a stadium style seating?
Definitely stadium style. Yeah, definitely multiple rows because I'm trying to have people over to watch the big game and stuff. You know. I don't know. Probably like 20 seats.
Okay.
20 seats? That's a good amount.
I feel like I would go for big couches instead of recliners at this point. I don't know why.
The problem.
I like physical contact with the people in my life.
I don't.
The problem with the couch, Preston, is you can't lay down head on. If you lay down, you're going perpendicular to the screen. You know, you can't like lean back and look straight at the.
It's a good point. I mean, honestly, I think the correct answer here is a mixture. That you put a really low couch, like a really low couch with just cushions. If somebody wants to like curl up in a blanket and maybe fall asleep, like so low to the ground where they're like looking up at the screen, right on the bottom, and then tiers of recliners behind them.
Sure,
but maybe not a couch. Maybe like some big love sacks.
Beanbag chairs?
Yeah.
Something that will funnel everybody in my direction.
Hang on.
For
Did Lee just call them love sacks?
Yeah, have you never heard of a love sack? Like the really, really big...
It's a brand.
It's a brand.
It is really
it's like
a thing?
really big. Yeah, it's
They
like
call
a
them-
big beanbag.
Also her nickname for Mario, but it's also a brand of beanbag.
Love sack.
Yeah.
Furniture company.
Love sack. Yeah, you're gonna have to Google it. It's a really big beanbag that people use like instead of a couch, basically, and you just sink into this big thing.
Yeah, they're like wildly expensive.
It brings me to Pornhub for some reason.
Oh Lord,
that's good.
Obviously, don't have safe search on.
No.
Don't
No, not really.
They're taking you.
Yeah, no, these look like they would get very warm very quickly.
Yeah, they're also wildly expensive, right? Like,
Are they?
Yeah, they are. But
Yeah,
I'm
anything
imagining that
called a
money is
love
no
sack.
issue.
the small
Right.
are called
We're living
Sactionals.
dream home here.
Sactionals.
Oh, I do like that. I do like that.
Mario and I were like definitely contemplating finding at least a knockoff of one of these at one point in our lives.
Well, a
We've
knockoff would
since
just be a
moved on,
beanbag
but-
chair, right?
They have like the really, really big, oversized.
Yeah, I'm
beanbag
looking at one
chairs.
that's basically swallowed a woman whole.
Yeah, Sean White apparently has
Yeah,
love sacks.
look at that.
He's all over their website here. I'm trying to see how much they cost.
I know. I'm trying so hard to get to a price. Oh, there we go. The big one, $1,237.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, dude.
Now they have ones on clearance. Oh, these are covers. You can get a cover on clearance for $260.
The single, like the one person sitting one, is $656.
I mean, but look at how cozy it looks.
What do you think?
know.
What do you think it costs them to make one of these things? Like $50?
$8.
Yeah.
$1, Bob.
$1, Bob.
Listen, there's a picture of a dog hanging out in this love sack, and my dog would be in absolute.
Does not
heaven.
come with dog.
Dogs do famously love their love sacks.
They do love their love sacks.
They're the only ones that can reach them.
All right, Lee. What's your pick? You have back-to-back selections here. If you want to go bang, you can.
This is oh god. Okay. I feel like this is a lot of pressure because it's like the first one. You know.
Mm-hmm. You got to start strong.
So I got to start strong. So the question is, here in Rhode Island, anyway, we have these things called barcades,
What?
which are like a combination of like an arcade.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
And
yeah,
a
yeah,
bar.
yeah.
Can I take like a barcade, a smaller version of a barcade, or is that like two separate picks?
I thought about this because I have something else on my list that may hit a similar genre. I don't think you can like create a commercial entity out of it. But if you, what you're basically saying is, I want to draft a sick ass basement, like the coolest basement.
Yeah, like a game room, but like with
like
alcohol
old like
involved.
like pinball machines and like Street Fighter 2 console, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think
and
that's
like
totally
even
fair
some
game.
board games.
I think so, too.
Like just like a big game room with bar in it.
I like it with bar.
Yeah,
bar.
I think that's a great pick.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure before I moved along, you know. And then I'm a Ravenclaw, like through and through.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, my favorite Disney princess was always Belle growing up.
Is that a Ravenclaw?
and-
Oh, Belle.
Belle. So
Yeah, 'cause they
I
read.
think- yeah.
Oh, they're the only
reading.
students that read?
Yeah.
What a shitty school.
Read for fun.
No, it's like they're like the nerdy ones, you know.
I thought
the
those were the
nerdy
ones.
Hufflepuffs. What are the Hufflepuffs?
No, the Hufflepuffs are the ones that don't have anything going for them.
No, the Hufflepuffs are the ones that are smoking reefer in the bathroom.
Yeah, they're the
and
losers. They're the
sneaking into
washouts,
kitchens
burnouts.
after hours.
Yeah.
All right, one day Lee's going
Go
to
and
tell
get
me
the
what
snacks,
I am.
the good snacks. One day.
One day.
I feel like didn't you get sorted recently? Like, or not recently, but
Yeah, didn't you? Didn't you?
I feel
didn't
like you
do that
sorted.
on
I
last
think
year?
I did it live on the show. I don't remember what I got. Yeah. I'll
I
have
feel
to
like
go
you were
back
a
and listen.
Ravenclaw, but I could be wrong.
I don't remember what Preston was. I can't remember. I know I'm a Hufflepuff.
Based on this description, Hufflepuff sounds right up my alley.
Yeah. I think I remember thinking it was bullshit. Whatever.
Chronic underachievers.
Yeah.
Yeah, true
Honestly,
story.
yeah.
Very loyal to everybody, you know. Like, so in the spirit of Ravenclaws, I think I'm gonna go with a library with like lots of little cozy nooks in it to read and.
It's good.
Like
okay. I'm imagining like you have like books like to the ceiling, and you have one of those ladders that like swings
that
along.
like slide across.
Yeah.
What is your?
You probably got some love sacks in the corners.
Interesting.
This episode is sponsored by Love Sacks.
What is your ideal reading setup?
Okay, so right now I see this egg chair behind me.
That looks
does
pretty
make a
good.
great reading chair.
It is the coziest little egg chair, and I love to just curl up in there. I got Bo because it's big enough I can put the dog in there with me.
Mm-hmm.
So the two of us just like curl up together. I got my little book. But usually, let's be real, most of the time I'm falling asleep reading. Like I'll read before bed.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the time I'm just reading in bed. But
well,
that is my favorite place.
Like a day bed.
To read.
A day bed in your library.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good idea. So if you fall asleep,
like right under a window,
no big deal.
Yeah, I have ADHD, so like I need some options. I need some options. Like there's got to be some window spaces, some dark, cozy spaces. You know.
And you're gonna want this far away from your barcade.
Yeah, like the
opposite
opposite side of the house. Yeah, absolutely. As far away as it can get, because that barcade can get loud. You know?
It's going to be loud all the time, probably.
There's like,
if you're living with Mario,
hockey.
Mario's not leaving that barcade.
No, that's true. That's really what this pick is for, so that he'll leave me alone and he'll go play.
Nice, I love that.
That's
you drafted his space and your space so that you guys don't have to
his
interact
and hers.
with each other.
Yeah.
On opposite sides of the house.
One's an attic and one's a basement.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
I have several things on my list here. I'm going to go with... I don't know what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with, like, a chef's kitchen.
Ooh. Okay. What's in your chef's kitchen?
Just, like, I want a hibachi grill.
Damn it! I had specifically had hibachi, and I was going to try and argue that didn't actually count, which is why I asked specifically what's in your chef's kitchen.
Sorry.
God damn it! You stole my hibachi.
Yeah, I'll get a hibachi grill. If your pool comes with a pool boy, I don't see any reason why my chef's kitchen shouldn't come with a chef as well.
Fair.
My own little private chef.
Is that also Mario?
Yeah, it's also Mario.
No, you don't want Mario as your chef.
No. Weirdly, we still call him Pool Boy.
Pool Boy. Pool Boy comes
Grilled
back
cheese
inside.
sandwiches, please.
A little more creme fraiche, Pool Boy.
He would definitely, he has like the flair down, probably. I would
Just
say,
not the technique or
the skill.
Maybe not the recipes.
None of the culinary actual ability. But yeah, I mean, I like it all decked out, super nice. Huge fridge, massive pantry with all the snacks. Just exactly what you imagine when you think of like a chef's kitchen in a multi-million-dollar house.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Is it like sectioned off from the rest of the house so that like the,
no, of course, no.
The guests don't have to interact with the help kind of situation?
No. Well, first of all,
we're finding out the true
help,
colors.
True
colors of the drafted hosts today.
Yeah, my God. No, it's very open. It's going to be open floor concept, hosting, having a lot of parties in there.
Gotcha.
Just because I have a chef doesn't mean we won't also.
No, sure, but you can be sort of cooking food and just like putting it on the island, and people are just sort of coming by and grabbing it.
Come eat it whenever you want. Yeah.
I feel like though, if you have a private chef, you're really only cooking for fun. Like, what would you actually be cooking that a chef couldn't cook?
Well,
for you?
if it's like 2 a.m. and you want to make yourself something, and the chef isn't on call,
I'm sorry, your chef's not on call? Yeah. My pool boy is not allowed to get out of the pool. My pool boy has to stay
pool boy lives in the pool.
Yes.
I want my chef to be able to sleep,
He's a merman.
Backup chef, I guess. Backup nighttime on-call chef.
So wait, if we have a pool boy, we have the chef. Does that mean that my barcade also has a bartender?
I think that's fair.
If so, I'd like it to be bartender Zoe, please, from Friggin Nerds Media, because she makes the best drinks.
Okay, what's your like house drink in the barcade? What's the one that like pretty much they've always got the ingredients for and it's always on sale?
Well, Zoe taught me about the deliciousness of a Paloma, so I think it'd probably have to be a Paloma.
What's a Paloma?
Drink. It is like tequila, grapefruit juice. I think there's like some Sprite in there. I don't know. We made it our very first. Hold on, let me look it up really quick. We made it our very first crafts and cocktails.
Tequila, lime juice, a grapefruit flavored soda such as Fresca.
Oh, that's what it is.
Or a very alarming name of a drink called Squirt.
You never heard of Squirt?
No, what the hell is Squirt?
It's a soda.
Ooh. No, thank you. Served on the rocks with a lime wedge. Yeah, that sounds good.
It sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good.
It's pretty delicious.
All right, Preston. Go ahead, Lee.
I was just gonna say, what would your signature meal be at the hibachi grill? Standard hibachi.
Just fried rice all day, every day.
Fried rice and my filet mignon grilled rare with the sauces.
That's delicious. You're making me so hungry. I didn't eat dinner yet.
I know, I didn't.
I ate right before recording.
I have to go out and grab something after this. Nobody asked, but my pool boy is making sex on the beach all the time.
He's making
sex on the beach. In a tank. It's in a tank.
And what drink? Is he?
What drink? Oh, just a margarita. Nice. Look at you. Now I have to take a beach for the joke to make sense. All right.
You can take it right here. It is your pick.
I think a lot of my options are sort of so unique to me that they're safe. So I'm going to take one that's maybe a tiny bit more under threat from specifically Daniel.
Okay.
But I'm going to take a tennis court with pickleball lines on it.
Okay.
Oh.
I figured Daniel was going to be going for some sort of like a tennis, basketball, some sort of athletic space area at some point.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure I got what I think is the classiest one.
Yeah, you're probably right about it being the classiest.
Outside of a stable, you could get a stable and a polo ground.
Oh God,
that'd be a little.
You didn't go with a putting green or a pitching.
No, I mean
green or something.
I like the idea of being able to get a really fun workout in without leaving the house.
Yeah,
it's ideal.
Yeah, I got you.
And this is so much more interesting than a home gym, right?
Yeah.
If any of you take a home gym, I'm just gonna vomit and leave the show.
No.
What a waste of space.
You couldn't leave the show before vomiting?
No, you gotta watch.
All right. Well, hopefully we don't get to that point.
That's part of the punishment.
Yeah.
So tennis court with pickleball lines, I'm guessing is fair.
Of course. Do you have the adjustable net?
I'd like the adjustable net if possible. I've never seen one that actually works, but I'd like somebody to invent it and then give it exclusively to me.
Playing pickleball on a tennis net can be annoying.
Well, here's what I'm going to do.
On my birthday.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have pickleball court lines perpendicular or parallel to the net, so that I can have two courts, and I'll have sort of temporary nets to put out, so that I can have 2 games of pickleball or 1 game of tennis. If you're able to visualize this,
Okay, yeah.
You should make it 3 courts and make one of them table tennis.
Ooh.
Ping pong.
Table tennis seems like an inside game to me.
Yeah, I agree with that, actually. I don't think I want to play ping pong outdoors.
Really? Because at a lot of resorts that I've stayed at, they have the table tennis right near the pool.
Mm-hmm. Near a pool, I could see.
Yeah. Or under a deck sort of situation.
Yeah,
I've got
close
a permanently
to your pool, Preston.
I want it pretty close. I want it so close that you can be like, oh man, I just lost 6-0, 6-0, and then just fall into the pool.
And then call for the pool boy.
Yeah, pool boy, I'm drowning, pool boy.
Does he double as the lifeguard?
Please resuscitate, pool boy.
I think it's best if he does double as the lifeguard.
Yes. I mean, if you're drinking in the pool, you definitely need a lifeguard.
Yeah, it's probably smart. I am going to go a sportsy thing, but it's not. This isn't the one I would have gone with personally.
Okay.
I think it's a fine pick, but
okay.
I'm going something else. But I don't think Lee will take from me, so I'm gonna. Yeah, I know it's still your pick.
But I have an idea about it, but we'll get there. All right, this one I'm gonna start big, but once I tell you what it is, I think you'll allow me to take it.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a home.
Let's find out.
Let's find out together, shall we? I'm gonna take a home spa. Now, what the home spa sort of amounts to is basically 3 rooms. This is it. It's just a room with a bunch of very comfortable lounge chairs that has a glass ceiling, so you can watch sort of the rain come down. And it's just playing very easy music. It's like a nap room, basically. Then you have a steam room shower, specifically like a rainfall shower type thing, where you can lay down and the shower head is like 7 feet long. So you can just lay fully down and it rains on top of you on a...
Is this a real thing, or are you inventing this right now?
I'm combining a lot of different...
I'm thinking like the mall things, like that you lay in and they just have like...
No, definitely not those.
But not enclosed. Like,
I so
this is like, imagine like...
Forever.
Wooden...
Or like bamboo.
Yeah, like slats or whatever.
Slatted bamboo.
Okay. Yes, yeah. And you're laying on that, and the water's just like pouring on top of you.
It sounds delightful.
I know. And then a dry sauna for those that have that particular proclivity. So it's just those 3 rooms.
No steam sauna, though.
Well, the steam sauna shower is like, I'm sort of combining those 2 things. It's a steam shower. It's not going to get like as crazy as a steam sauna would, but like I want the...
Are you going to have a masseuse on call?
Ooh.
Well, there's no massage room.
True.
Well, I feel like here's the thing. You know why I didn't think of that? Fucking hate massages.
Really?
Yeah, terrible.
Really?
Yeah, nobody's touching me but me.
Have you ever had one?
Poor Lauren. Poor Lauren.
Yeah. I have had... I had one on our honeymoon because I promised I would, and it was fine, but it was not my favorite. And then I've had some others that are like physical. I've had other like physical therapy related type, which aren't really massages. That's really just like Helga trying to beat the shit out of you until you can stand up straight again. But no, the honeymoon massage was great. It was the hot stone one with like the salt scrub, and that was great. But it's not. Part of the appeal to this, to me, is that it's in my house, meaning like just me. Because like we were just in Europe, and our hotel had a spa, and we did like the bathrobes, and the rules around nudity were not clearly written anywhere. So it's just sort of a crapshoot.
It's like guess your rules.
Yeah, yeah. Choose your own adventure of how nude do you want to be. And then you'll see if somebody else is nude, and if they're nude, you're really going to be the one getting judged. Because usually it's the nude person getting judged, and then suddenly it's you getting judged because you're in the steam room and you're nude.
Yeah.
Or not nude.
That's a lot of pressure.
And they're nude. So we just did this in Europe, and the idea was like, the spa we were in had these exact 3 rooms, except for the shower aspect, which I saw later that I want to add. But I couldn't enjoy it to the peak that it should be at because there were just strangers around. So
yeah,
I want to excise all the strangers.
That's fair.
I get that. I think it's a good pick.
Thank you.
That was definitely I definitely had that on my list.
Nice.
The spa situation. Yep.
All right. Like I said, I have a sports thing that I don't think Lee's gonna take it. So I'm going to wait for the second half of the draft for that.
Not much of a sports fan.
Yeah, come on, Lee. Gotta hit him with the bluff.
Oh, yeah, totally. I know all there is to know about basketball, football.
Taking a skeet shooting range.
Yeah. How'd you know?
Fishing pond.
I am going to take just like a huge sunroom. That's just like nothing but, windows out, looking at my beautiful property. Where we can do anything. I love a good sunroom. I love being able to like look out if I'm on like a lake or something, So yeah, I'm going with just a lanai. Some might call it.
But what's going in the lanai? Like, just nothing? Like, you just stand there and...
No.
Take in your kingdom?
Imagine what could be.
Yeah, it's just an empty space. I'm just saying an empty space that people can look at. No, I mean, it'll be a place, there'll be, like, dining set up there. You can eat there. Maybe we'll have some, like, board game tables there. A good spot for board gaming. Just, like, this is just going to be, like, main hangout area when I have people over. We're going to go hang out in the massive sunroom with limitless possibilities and a beautiful view.
Believe it or not, I did have that on my list. Basically exactly what you're describing.
Yeah.
Basically, like, so many windows that it's like a greenhouse, but attached.
Yeah, basically what I'm trying to recreate is being outside without having to be outside.
Nice, because Florida, man. Oof.
That's my idea.
You've been scarred by the outside.
Yeah, just like in general, the outside, it's not super kind to humans all the time,
Not all the time, no.
Also, I am envisioning like this house being on some sort of water. I know we're not drafting like location for these houses, but I like one of my favorite things is like to watch a lightning storm from like the safety of
very far
home,
away.
but feeling like I'm inside of it. That's that's like my main selling point for this. I think
that's cool.
It's a solid selling point.
Yep. All right, Lee, give us the final pick of the third round before we take our halftime breather.
All right, I am going to pick a childhood dream of mine.
Love that.
Which is a secret garden.
Ooh,
that's fun. That didn't even occur to me, but how fun is that?
You have to find the entrance and get to the middle, and there's like, once you get to the middle, there's like a little koi pond, maybe.
Oh, wow.
A little Alice in Wonderland type tea situation, probably.
Yeah, so I had on my list just like secret room, but I feel like in the spirit of it, I can't take that anymore, right? I know, like, Lee's really thinking a garden.
But... I think secret room is fine.
I think a secret room is fine.
I think it's still
okay. Absolutely.
All right, never mind then.
Yeah. No, mine's outside. Yours is inside. They're very different.
Very different things.
Very different things.
So is this
very different things happen there?
Is this outdoors though? But like enclosed, but
I would think like kind of like I hate the idea of it being like completely open to the elements, because then you can't use it all the time if it like rains or whatever. So I would think it'd
maybe
be like
a
kind
gazebo.
of like a like something covering it, but like glass. Okay. It feels outdoors.
An open face like greenhouse.
You still have to water the plants that are in there.
Yeah, but you'd have like a sprinkler system installed, right?
Mario's
like,
gonna
you
do
just
that.
have. Yeah,
oh, pool boy.
On it. Pool boy.
The rhododendrons, pool boy.
If we're all neighbors, we could share our staff,
God,
right?
He's exhausted. You guys have gotten a day off in ages.
We're put into work. We pay him handsomely, though.
Yeah, of course. I mean, in love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking like hammocks, maybe even like hammock chairs, like like the hammock swing chairs, that sort of thing. Like very cozy. Like go out there and read a book, or go out there and
this
hang
is
out
your
with a
outdoor
cup of
library,
coffee.
basically.
Yeah. I like a lot of little cozy places,
Yeah. No, I like this. It's very cool. It does sound very Alice in Wonderland, which I'm all about. There's going to be a magical property about this.
That's what I'm going for. Exactly.
Yeah. A certain little je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that is the final pick of the third round. These are the teams so far. Preston has a very big pool with a grotto, and he can swim laps in it. He's got a tennis court and a pickleball court. He's got a home spa. I have a home theater, a chef's kitchen, and just a pimped out beyond belief sunroom. And then Lee has a barcade, a Unreal library, and a secret garden. We're going to take a quick halftime breather. Be back in the second half of the draft in just a minute. Just a quick announcement in case you haven't already heard. We moved our merch store to a newer website called Fourth Wall. Thanks to everyone who supported the launch of the new site last week. We can't wait to see you all in your new drafty gear. We've got some great new designs, as well as some old favorites from the old shop for you guys who didn't quite get a chance to get this stuff there. If you're a Patreon supporter, you receive a discount code for the new merch, as well as a chance to win some free stuff. It's a great time to become a supporter for the month if you aren't already. The link for the new store, as well as the link to become a Patreon supporter, will be in the show notes. Okay, we are back. Lee, you have the first pick of the fourth round. Why don't you get us started?
Okay. So I'm trying to figure out how to make this work because I really want to take a hot tub.
Ooh.
Preferably a hot tub semi-outside. Because I love being in a hot tub, especially when it's cold at night.
Yeah. It gets too cold, though, and it's basically just a pool. So...
No, not when a hot tub is cool.
That's a real stretch. I
don't know. Listen, you're a small enough human, it's a pool.
I can't swim laps in a hot tub.
Preston thinks everything is a pool.
I
Any body of water. Pool!
Iran!
We went to the Atlantic Ocean for Preston's birthday last year, and he just kept calling it a pool the whole time. I thought it was a joke, but
a salty pool.
I'm trying to wonder.
Salty pool. I'm gonna do, but I want it to be I want it to be unique too. I'm trying to figure out.
Hear me out here, okay?
Here's your architect, Jacques. He's come in and pitching you.
Ooh, I like that. Jacques. Rooftop hot tub.
Whoa!
Yes.
A visionary, this Jacques is.
Yes.
Wow.
A rooftop hot tub. Amazing.
That's pretty cool.
There you go.
That was...
But Lee did disclose earlier on the show that she drinks a lot in hot tubs, so...
Listen,
maybe some high railings or something.
Trust Jacques on this, okay?
Some glass walls around.
Gotta wear parachute.
He's actually just hoping that I'll jump off the roof, like that. What's that movie that they? The party movie. Mm-hmm. They started jumping off the roof.
I'm envisioning you don't live near a city here, right? Because that's like when you maximize the hot tub is you're out underneath the starry sky. You get to look out, see the stars in your hot tub. Mm-hmm. So choice.
It's perfect. Maybe a little lounge area somewhere nearby. Some nice outdoor furniture. That'd be perfect.
Yep. I'm liking it.
I'm really digging that choice. Thank you for the assist.
Yeah, really. Anytime.
One of the biggest alley-oops on the show.
Really? You think so? That big?
Yeah. It ties the whole home together.
It does. I needed a little
pizzazz.
A little something. Yeah. A little something extra.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Thank you.
You can't just take a hot tub. You got to find that zhuzh to make it.
The Jacques zhuzh.
Precisely.
The Jacques zhuzh.
Don't know where it's going to go, but I need a hot tub of this.
Zhuzh.
Yeah. Perfect.
Shazam, as what we say.
All right, well, I think I kind of have to go with this now because I feel like Preston will take it if I don't since I mentioned it. I'm going to go with a secret room.
All right.
Which is
But what's in your secret room?
I'm thinking it's
a secret. Stop asking.
Yeah, you'll never know, Lee. You will never know. No, so it's no secret that I stream. I think it'd be really cool to have my stream cave or something be something that only I can get access to. But I think it's having any kind of space that normal people won't even know is there.
What is
cool?
What's the door mechanism?
So
talking like a book on a bookshelf kind of thing.
I think that would be the most fun. Yeah. Now it won't be as cool because I don't have the library that Lee has. I almost suggested this to Lee when she said library, but I was like, are you gonna be able to pull a book as a lever and open a secret room? But I wanted to keep secret room for myself, so I didn't give her that assist.
It's fair. I appreciate that.
We could also do Young Frankenstein style, where you take the candle out of the the candelabra.
You could do a Batman where you pull the
bust.
No,
little statue.
The actual Batman one that's a huge winner here is the secret combination of keys on a grand piano. That's the classy route.
Cool.
That's the creme de la creme.
Mm-hmm. That though could be. That one seems like someone could stumble into maybe accidentally.
Well, listen,
doing it.
I used to fix pianos for a living. I don't understand how that'd be fucking possible that he would have a secret door tied to a piano like that. I mean, the piano wouldn't work anymore.
Are you calling into question the plausibility of this Batman secret room?
It would be so clear.
That he brought up.
I know. Well, clearly this is why I brought it up subconsciously. The top of the piano is
This has been gnawing at him for years.
The top of the piano is open, because it's a grand piano. And you look inside, and you're like, is that 3 pieces of string I see tied to a couple of the hammers inside this piano? And they're going along the ground and into that hidden wall there.
Also, there's really not any way that you would... Like, those 3 keys being played in any succession, you'd think would, if it's just pulling a string. It seems implausible.
It does seem implausible.
But I do think there are ways that you could make...
Be pretty cool.
There's absolutely no one will get this reference probably, but there is a British sketch comedy show called That Mitchell and Webb Look with David Mitchell and Robert Webb. And they had a series of bits where David Mitchell plays like the prototypical like Bond movie villain, and one of the sketches is he tries to have a contractor come in and make a secret room basically, and then and then the gag is like all of the complications that would come with this. Like, no, you're gonna have like, you know, guardrails around and a warning sign that says
like
warning, wall will revolve. Yeah. It's a good bit.
I thought you were gonna say that the gag was that it was a sex room, because there's those as well.
No, that was not the gag.
That show on Netflix.
Who was telling you about this? Yes, there's a whole show on Netflix about sex dungeons.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of them are secret rooms. One of them is, in fact, a bookcase in the basement.
That would seem like a correct use of.
Can you believe there's a Netflix show about this? We have strayed so far from God's light.
Wow, Dan. All right, reel us back in.
It's just crazy to me. What a world we live in.
What a world.
Anywho. Preston, you got back-to-back picks here. Are you going sex dungeon here?
No, I'm not going to go sex dungeon. I thought about it.
Okay. Yeah.
After watching,
that seems like something you would think about.
Yeah, for sure.
Mr. I'm the only one who touches me. Oh boy. But boy, does he touch himself in that sex dungeon.
I gotta make up for all the people that I won't let touch me.
Oh, goodness.
Instead of a sex dungeon, it's just going to be like one of those, you know, like those viewing rooms that they have.
Yeah, it's like a hall of mirrors.
Adult store.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, so I am gonna take. I had Board Game Room on my list here, but both of you guys took different variations of Board Game Room, so it would feel weird for me to have somehow.
I think it's still go like lounge or something, you know?
Yeah, well, like here's where the casual conversation's gonna happen instead of a board game room. Board games will be here. There'll be a table in the middle, but I want a. God, Lauren's gonna hate me for this. I think she hates these. I want a like 1970s style sunken living room with the world's
like a
largest
pit?
cloud couch. Yes, a conversation pit. Thank you. Couldn't remember what it was called. Yeah. With a squared cloud couch in it, with like a big table in the middle. But like really just like this is where we retire. At the end of the night, you know, and have these conversations. This is where I would record
smoke
Drafted.
A few cigars in
this
the
is
house.
where I would record Drafted. I would just have a freestanding mic. Laying flat on my back on the giant conversation pit. Yeah, it's where you really get into
maybe like a wet bar or
mysteries.
Something nearby.
Absolutely.
You know, when you retire to the den or whatever it is, you have to have beverages.
You come into this room after spending a few hours in the pool.
Yes.
Mm.
Yep. Yeah. You go straight from the pool into the outdoor entrance. Of the spa, there is an outdoor entrance where you can sort of shower off, do the dry sauna, whatever you want to do, and then there's like little, you know, place to change, and then back up into the conversation pit. Naturally.
Mm-hmm. All right, Preston, how are you following up your sunken living room?
Okay. My wife and I like to watch Architectural Digest home tours of famous people.
Oh, okay.
It's sort of like very chilled
very
out.
Specific.
It's very specific.
No, listen. It's what we watch. I mean, it's what we watch so much that YouTube gives me a notification when a new one comes out. What just came out? There's a new one that came out.
Oh, so this is a YouTube thing.
Yeah. So Kristen Bell just came out or something like that. We haven't watched it yet. But anyways, on there is my favorite home that I've ever seen exist in real life. And for my last 2 picks, I know I only have one right now. For my last 2 picks, I'm going to steal from that home.
What if we steal one of them from you first?
You're not going to, because the last one, I'm not sure most people would want, but I want it.
Okay.
So I am imagining, first of all, the celebrity here is Aaron Paul of Breaking Bad. Lives in the middle of Idaho. I'm sort of imagining a house up in the mountains that gets a lot of snow for this to be, or gets at least 2 solid months of snow for this to be worth it. But I am going with a massive, double-sided stone fireplace. If anyone has ever been to the Omni Hotel in Asheville, that has these huge stone fireplaces that they have staff full-time just to manage these fireplaces, that's basically what I want. Double-sided. It's one side going into an actual living room, kitchen, open concept, and the other side going into my previously drafted conversation pit.
It's
all coming together.
I dig it.
Which also means the pool has to be heated ever so slightly. Not heated to hot tub levels, because then I'm encroaching. And it's on the ground.
Just warm it to swim.
It's on the ground critically, not on the roof. So I'm not encroaching on that. But yeah, just warm enough to swim in the winter-ish time. Maybe not snow on the ground.
Hot and warm enough to swim in.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, this is a nice pick. Very luxurious.
Thank you.
I feel like you need to be... Listen, I know we just did a draft where you said that Atlanta has the best weather in the country.
I did not. That is not what I said. I was given limited options.
All right, fair.
It's really not true. I could have taken any American city besides Atlanta.
So many cities.
But I wanted to take Atlanta for something. That was the only one. Yeah, I probably... let's see, somewhere that gets 2 months of solid snow. Probably the mountains of Virginia is what I would want for something like this. Because I feel like they still have a nice summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, it's time for my... No, you know what? I still am going to trust that Lee does not go sportsy thing, so I'm going to take that with my last pick. I'm going to go
I think that's smart.
With a tree house here.
Ooh.
And not a treehouse for kids, a treehouse that adults can go hang out in.
A bare naked lady's treehouse.
Yeah. I don't know the reference.
Refrigerator.
What's the bare naked ladies? I know you just saw bare naked ladies last night.
I did. Yes. My Bob and I love the song "If I Had $1 Million."
Oh, okay. I do know that song. What does he say about the treehouse?
He said we'd build a treehouse in our yard, and it'd have a tiny little fridge in there somewhere.
Oh, nice.
And with pre-wrapped sausages and little,
nice. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking a little mini kitchenette in there for sure. Mm-hmm. TV, people can go want the game up in there.
You could do some glamping.
If we don't,
you could sleep out there reasonably if you want.
Definitely some glamping out there.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah. I know a lot of my picks are kind of enjoying the outdoors from the inside, but I do want to have a little bit of actual outdoors. But this is still kind of outdoors, but from the safety of the roof over our heads. Mm-hmm. And I have always just kind of thought it'd be really cool to live in a glorified treehouse. So I'm incorporating it into my dream house here.
Nice.
Okay. I think that's pretty cool. Is it actually up in a tree?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, but is it stairs to get up there, or rope ladder?
No. We'll say it's the tree is maybe parallel with a second story of the house, so you can take a bridge to it. Maybe
not incredibly tall. Ooh, a rope bridge from the second story of the home.
Yeah.
Jacques, you've outdone yourself.
Have I judged again?
You've judged again. You've judged all over this home. Contain yourself.
So then you don't even have to. It doesn't have to be a big thing. You go have your morning coffee out there.
Yes.
On a daily basis.
It's not like you can't carry up something because you're trying to climb a shitty ladder. Yeah.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you, Preston. Lee, cool. It's time for your final 2 picks.
Oh, God. Okay. I feel like the last 2 picks can make or break your team.
Yeah, we've talked about this already on the show.
We just talked about this, but I feel like that last, that was one of your last picks, right? Like that was one of your final 2, and that was such a good pick. And now I don't know
how he does it. I blow it every week, and I don't know how he does it.
Oh my God!
Still trying to figure it out.
The confidence is coursing through Preston's veins right now.
So I have a pick that I feel like is a uniquely Lee sort of pick, but it's
a unique Lee thing.
Yeah, a unique Lee thing.
Put that on a t-shirt, Friggin Nerds.
We should put it on. That'd be super cool. It might also be a Brit Birkin
It's
thing,
unique Lee and Mari No.
Mari No, yeah.
That's good.
I think I'm gonna go with like a craft/hobby room.
Okay.
Like somewhere where I can really like spread out, like lots of surfaces, lots of storage for all my,
you don't have to worry about it being
various
clean all the time.
hyper-focuses. Yeah, like I can close the door and like
you got
nobody
those
needs
big
to
like
know it's
rolling
there.
pins on the wall that have fabrics and things sort of spinning off of them.
Yeah, fabrics and like ribbon and cricket vinyl and
some
whatever
sequins
else.
somewhere.
Got it.
Some, we have to have glitter, and if there's glitter, it means that it's everywhere because by default, glitter is just.
So you're gonna need like a shower to get out of this room, like a disinfectant.
Yeah,
chamber.
yeah, like a biohazard chamber.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure, like a where you have to like. Yeah, you need like a hazmat suit to go in because otherwise you're tracking glitter through the whole house.
So here's the question: do you actually do any crafts, or is this aspiration?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Have you never seen craft?
Yeah, we need a craft room for
that's
crafts.
true.
What day of the week do they do the crafts? What day of the week do they do the craft streams? I don't know my days of the week.
I forgot about the craft streams.
I
figured you hired a replacement
right now it's
Lee
Wednesday.
for that.
Wednesday, Craft Wednesdays.
She had a double.
Crafty Wednesdays,
Thought she had a double that was good at craft.
Yeah, I have a clone. Actually,
Nice.
I paid to have a clone made,
That's
and
expensive.
she does the crafts.
Well, if you have a clone, then uniquely is going out the window.
Excellent.
It's a great point.
Really upset by that. Really upset.
What about? Hey Daniel, what about a duplicate?
That is good.
Hey.
That is good. All right, we're back on. We're back on, Preston.
You guys are blowing my mind right now.
We're back on.
Started with the hot tub on the roof, and it has just been.
I sunk into such a sad place when Unique Lee was taken away from me, but Preston really brought me back with
Duplicate. I love it.
That's a good pick, Lee. It does feel very, very. You're just creating the most cozy house. I think
I am
by a lot. So I think people who like that are 100% going to be voting for you and not even thinking twice about it.
What do you mean people who like that? Yeah, I'd say my vibe is much more American Psycho. I like for there to be tarps everywhere.
Not everyone. Listen, if you've seen like a home decorating show where everything is fucking white and antiseptic looking, not everyone likes cozy. Okay, not everyone does.
Some people like utilitarian.
Disgusting.
I know. I don't understand those people myself.
The history of the show.
Listen, I can just tell on these AD tours where the celebrities take us in. They're like, and this painting on the wall is from Marcus de Graw, and I'm like, okay, you guys have never set foot in this fucking room, have you? Like, it just doesn't look lived in. But then there are some that look lived in, and you know what the key indicator is? A cloud couch. If they have a cloud couch, then it's like, oh, you actually live in this house.
They live there.
Okay.
Not a cozy throw blanket or...
Yeah.
No, the cloud couch.
Actual cloud couch. Yeah, because their throw blanket is on some sort of, like, wicker chair that they got from the 14th century. It's like, nobody sits on that.
Nor should they. It sounds like it should be in a museum.
I know, but it's in their freaking house. It belongs in a museum.
Rich people, am I right? Mm-hmm. Lee, what is your final pick? Are you going cozy again?
Some might consider this cozy. This was actually when we did this. Listen, I'm not much of an athletic gal. Okay, I should have done something maybe athletic to appeal to those in your audience.
I think you did a great job of leaning into your brand. And
I got a little niche going.
Yeah.
And one of the things that somebody took, it might have been me, I don't remember, because this draft happened so long ago on our podcast.
Yeah.
Was an enormous 360 aquarium room.
Oh.
Just fish surrounding you.
That's pretty cool.
I was thinking about maybe taking an aquarium. I love this pick. Aquariums are so cool. Now you're gonna want someone whose job is to maintain the aquarium, especially if it's this big, because that would be a pain.
Somebody who can scuba dive, preferably.
Yeah. What kind of creatures are we gonna have in your aquarium?
I'm thinking it's probably going to be a saltwater tank because that's where all the best fish are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm thinking we got to do the Nemo theme probably, maybe some
Lots
turtles
of
floating around in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, anemones, some clownfish, maybe a dory or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A blue tang. That's what a dory is.
Blue tang. Yeah, that's the one. The puffer fish.
This is the clearest call out I've ever putting on, and I'm going to put this after the patron segment so more people will hear it and they'll be confused.
They'll be confused,
Clean cut. If you are a marine biologist, please come into the Discord or go into the Twitter DMs at PSTO.
Or email us.
Yeah, what's our email?
Draftedpod@gmail.com.
Draftedpod. Please, I'm begging you. I need this question answered, and we'll release it as a special episode.
Perfect.
But only if I get to come back for it, because I am a Ravenclaw and also definitely want that information.
Yeah, we'll bring Lee back in as well.
Okay. All right.
Okay, anyway, I think it was about half an hour ago, but Lee took a 360-degree aquarium.
Right. I forgot.
And I think that's a phenomenal pick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good luck feeding all the fish.
Well, I think
I'm gonna have somebody to do that for me.
I think it was necessary for your house too, Lee, because apart from the barcade, most things in your house are for you. But I feel like any people could come over to your house are going to enjoy an aquarium. You know?
Yeah, and we're going to have we can't have a conversation pit because that's Preston's thing. But we'll have a nice little conversation area in there where you can hang out. Yeah. And it's for Mario too, because Mario loves aquariums as well. That's one of our things. So.
I also love an aquarium.
Yeah. Who doesn't love an aquarium? If
Preston
you don't love an aquarium.
Preston doesn't love aquariums.
Listen, I love them. I find them intellectually intimidating.
Or stimulating, if you will.
Overstimulating.
Overstimulating. Absolutely.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, it's time for me to go with the pick I've been contemplating taking for the last 4 rounds, I think. And that is a full indoor basketball court.
Yeah, I thought you might go that direction.
Yeah. This just seems very cool to me. I love basketball, and it's the nice thing about a basketball court is you can play it so casually. It's okay, I'm just gonna go shoot hoops for a little bit. Mm-hmm. You don't you don't even have to have another person to play. Preston needs to convince someone to go play tennis with him.
Are you gonna have one of those automatic things though that count your baskets, when you play at the arcade and you're
no. I'll have a scoreboard. I'll have a scoreboard for when we play real games.
Also, I'm having a machine. I got a machine.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough.
Right?
Fair enough.
How's that nice?
Yeah.
Everybody's got a machine.
Fair enough.
All the bells and whistles.
This is after home theater. This is honestly my second thing that I think of usually when I think of what would I really actually want in a super fancy house. Yeah, I think it'd be fucking awesome to go play basketball in the air conditioning.
You get one athlete to put on the wall of your basketball court, a huge, a fathead type thing.
Yeah.
Because here's what I think you're struggling with right now. There's not really any basketball players you want to pick. You'd rather pick somebody from another sport, but that's weirdly confusing because it's in a basketball court.
I'm just not going to put up a fathead on do I have to do this?
Yes.
Ooh. What about a team? Could he do a team instead?
A full team?
Yeah.
Ooh, what if
a team logo?
Here's the out I'll give you. Team logo at the center court ring.
Okay. Then my Florida State Seminoles, of course.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. Yeah, that's pretty. I shouldn't have given you that. That's pretty cool.
Actually, the nicest house I've ever been to. They had an indoor, an at home theater. Also had an indoor basketball court, and Brad Johnson used to live in that house. Do you remember Brad Johnson, Preston?
I do. That's a deep
like
pull.
Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Yes.
Yeah. So the indoor basketball court there, I believe, I can't remember if it was, I think it was Florida State stuff. Brad Johnson went to FSU. So I think they had Florida State stuff in the basketball court. But it might have been Washington football team stuff.
How'd you manage to go to this house?
The person who lived there was the uncle of one of my best friends.
Oh.
And like they hosted, like before he got married, they hosted a big,
Gotcha.
like a big party there.
I was
very
thinking
swanky.
you were going to say you like broke in through the window.
No. No, it's just, my friend's uncle's house.
Cool.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. I'm trying to go to Aaron Paul's house. So, if you're listening.
I'll have a word with them, see if we can get you invited.
Yeah. All right.
Preston, it's time for the final pick of the Dream House Draft.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to the Aaron Paul's house because it's my favorite house.
Okay. Maybe if the show blows up enough, you'll be able to buy it from him.
Ooh.
If you buy enough drafted merch.
It's got to blow up a lot.
Yeah.
A considerable amount.
But,
Okay.
It could happen.
I like where your head's at. Nobody was ever going to take this. In fact, I don't think hardly any people want it. But there's thought behind it.
Okay.
I have very recently traveled with all my old college friends for like several bachelor parties, weddings, that kind of thing. There's like 15 of us. And nothing makes me feel more like a kid and makes them feel more like a kid, crucially, because it's my house and they're visiting, than an old style camping room with bunk beds.
Ooh.
So in Aaron Paul's house, he has 2 rooms, each with like 5 sets of like queen-sized bunk beds.
Ugh.
So
Those
they're
are the best kind of
comfortable.
bunk beds.
They're not like tiny little
share.
slivers. Yeah, but like there's something about being back in like a bunk bed room with like 8 other idiots that just makes you so giggly. You know?
Yeah.
And somebody just in the middle of the night just goes,
It's like
"Poopy,"
slumber
and
parties.
everybody just starts laughing uncontrollably.
Does he have people over regularly?
I think it's all for his like family and cousins and things like that, and I'd be more than happy to do that too. But like, I just sort of like the idea of being able to easily accommodate tons of people, like no problem. Like, listen, if you're coming over for a party, like pretty much everybody can stay. So,
no designated drivers, just designated
stay.
rooms.
Yeah, just go claim a bunk bed. Like everybody's familiar with that situation.
I like it.
And if they're queen size, couples can sleep together.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know, you can even accommodate more people because it's queen size.
So it's basically just like a big room with a ton of bunk beds.
It's a bunk room.
It's a bunk room.
Yeah. I guess slumber party room.
I like it.
Can you okay, sorry, something's just occurring to me right now. I went to a camp growing up that had bunk beds that were 4 high. Can you guys imagine such a thing?
No, that sounds dangerous.
They were way too high.
There's no way.
This is all coming back to me in a way that
you're sure it's 4 and not 3?
I'm fairly
even 3 sounds big.
4. It was certainly 3. I have no doubt in my mind it was 3 because I slept on one of them once and it was way too high. 4. Maybe I'm making 4 up.
On this.
Could be 3.
I need to see this. I've never seen such a thing. So
it was terrifying.
Oh my god, there are definitely 3s. Holy crap.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen 3s.
Yeah, there were definitely a bunch of 3s. I felt like there might have been a 4. But, okay. All right. Anyways, that's just sort of terrifying.
You were the only one who was there of the 3 of us, so.
Yeah. It was pretty scary.
Are you going 4 stack in your bunk
I'm not going to go 4 stack.
Okay. I think that's wise.
Even 3 stack looks like you couldn't sit up in it comfortably.
I know.
It depends on how tall the room is. But my concern is like you're climbing up a long ways.
Yes.
You know, and if like you got to pee in the middle of the night or something.
Yeah, it's been a night of drinking. Oof. Not a good combo.
And so that's a lawsuit waiting.
Unless you've got some stairs. Like there are the bunk beds with stairs, you know?
Huh?
I'm not getting those.
Like stairs?
No.
How does that work?
You know? They're like, they go up like the side of it or the, you know, like the foot of the bed. They're like, you know.
Like I've never seen this.
Are you asking how
stairs
work?
Deposit you to your landing.
I know how stairs work, but how do you have? Listen, bunk beds are made to be a space saving solution.
So throwing out stairs seems
throwing stairs in the mix seems counterintuitive to that.
But what if they're like multi-purpose stairs, so they have like
little
drawers
bookshelves?
in them, you know? room, little bookshelves.
I'm saying if you got enough room to have a whole ass staircase up to your second bed, then just put a second bed on the floor.
No, the width of the staircase matches the width of the bed frame, and it goes along.
Yeah.
I'm seeing where Lee's at now. It's like the foot of the bed, 2 feet wide, stairs up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You just lack imagination. Where's Jock? Bring him back.
Okay, so you're saying like the top of the staircase is like at the left post.
Yes.
And then the bottom of the staircase at the right
bottom.
Post.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Sure.
Sure.
I think Jacques Judge could come up with something a little bit better than that, but I see.
I'd love to hear it.
That is, I am going to put those staircases on my bunk beds just to make sure that older folks can get up to the top bunk if they need to.
You
and so you don't have a liability with drunk folks.
Listen, but you say that, Dan, but someday we're all going to be older folks.
Yeah, Fox. And I'm going to be staying in your guest room. I'm not going to be staying in your damn bunk room.
Dan doesn't want to stay in your
I didn't draft
room,
a guest
Preston.
room, so you'll take what you're given.
You could sleep with Pool Boy.
Yeah, go out to the pool with Pool Boy.
Hey, don't tempt me with a good time. All right, that is the final pick of the Dreamhouse draft. Here are our final lineups. I made it through pretty much the entire show without slurring until that little bit.
It was impressive.
Thank you. Preston has a very big pool with a grotto, a tennis court, pickleball court, home spa, sunken living room, double-sided, massive stone fireplace, and a bunk room. A sweet bunk room, we'll say. The maximum that a bunk room can be. I have a home theater, a chef's kitchen, a sunroom, a secret room, a treehouse, and an indoor basketball court. And then Lee has a barcade, a library, a secret garden, a rooftop hot tub, a crafts hobby room, and a 360-degree aquarium room. So, of course, so much more to discuss after one more quick breather. This episode of Drafted is sponsored by FlatlineParty.com, the absolute best place to torture your eyes with a colorful mess of art. Flatline Party is a fresh-off-the-block small business selling colorful shirts and, in the near future, other knickknacks as well. Aaron also does commissions, so if you're looking for some silly Twitch emotes or some art to make your YouTube channel look more handsome, shoot him a message. I'm happy to announce that all of our lovely listeners can use the code DRAFTEDPARTY to get a whopping 10% off apparel over at FlatlineParty.com. That's code DRAFTEDPARTY in all caps for 10% off. He's got great designs over there, so please do go check them out. You can also support this small business by following him over at flatline.party on Instagram. Okay, welcome back. First question. What were some things, and I had several that were on my list, so if I need to, I can go first. But what were some dream home elements that you ended up not taking, but were on your list and you considered taking?
I had 0.
You had 0 others?
Well, okay, I had one more, but it felt sort of like a waste. I thought about taking just an impossibly big bed. Like, take the biggest bed you've ever seen. And then take another king and put it next to that. And that's the bed I want.
So like a California king plus California king equals Preston's
Yes,
bed.
but no scene.
You just want to be
just one big thing.
You want to be as far away from your wife as possible when you sleep so that no one ever touches you.
You make it sound so mean, but yes, okay? Listen. Don't make it sound so mean.
Hey, I get it.
It's about temperature regulation.
It's true to self.
It's true. But the reason I didn't take it is because the dog will come up and still find a way to take up too much space. And
for real,
what's the point?
Why do dogs sleep like 600-pound like?
They grow 8 sizes when they come into the bed.
They literally, it's like Sherry. I was trying to explain this to my brother the other day. Like having the dog in our bed. He's this teeny tiny little dog. But he literally takes up the room of a 600-pound man.
Yeah, ours does this really adorable thing where she snuggles up next to us because she wants to be close to us and then kicks us in the fucking nuts because we're way too close to her. And I'm like, why? You did this. Ugh.
Does she pin you down to, like, Bo pins me down.
Ooh,
like, he'll curl up in like because I sleep sometimes on my side. So he'll curl up between my legs, basically.
So now you can't move.
And then, like, I cannot move for the rest of the night. And if I do, he gets all pissy and it's a whole thing. Like, what the hell? I was comfy.
For me, I had some things I had the lazy river on my list, and I'm not doing it. Also had, like, I think it'd be really nice to have a really awesome outdoor kitchen. I kind of got that a little bit with my treehouse, I think.
I thought about that, too.
But just like having that awesome outdoor hosting living space.
Yeah, like a tiki grill situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And this was a little off the beaten path. A tin roof. I love a tin roof because the sound that the rain makes on it. So especially on like my treehouse or my sunroom would be cool. I decided not to go with it because I think I get more value with all my other picks, and also potentially like if I'm trying to have a movie night on a rainy night, I don't want to hear the
can't turn that
loud.
So
yeah, exactly. But I've always really liked tin roofs. I think they're in a rainstorm.
How come we don't make tin roofs anymore? Yeah,
because they rust.
Yeah, I think they're kind of higher maintenance.
The thing that makes them great is
they can rust and they can be damaged. Yeah, it's true.
They're not very weatherproof.
Yeah.
I did have the lazy river like in the house. Ooh. So I wanted to have my lazy river connecting all my rooms where you could just like get in the river and like go to the bathroom or get in the river. Yeah. No, like, I mean,
tracking water everywhere. Oh my God.
No.
Well, that's why when you're like, oh yeah, the jets never turn off, I was like, well, if it was inside the house, it wouldn't be a problem necessarily.
Well, then what happens when you get glitter in the lazy river?
Ooh, then it's like a Kesha pool. So really,
we love a good Kesha pool.
We love a good Kesha pool.
You just gotta have a good filter.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah, like a micro filter. Like, yeah.
As micro 100%. As it gets. Yeah.
As micro as it gets. And I also had like either a candy store or like a candy store, like old fashioned ice cream bar sort of situation. Because I have a wicked sweet tooth.
I figured Daniel would have some sort of snack bar with his movie theater. Yeah.
Like at least a popcorn machine and some candy. Yeah.
I was gonna like in the barcade. I was thinking like if we did like a Dave and Buster's situation where like it had the snacks too, but I was like that might be really pushing.
No, you can have snacks. You can have it's your damn barcade. You can have snacks if you want to.
Snacks,
no snacks,
alcohol, games.
Yeah,
would never leave.
It sounds like a good time. I don't think any of our picks were bad here, so I won't ask what the worst pick was. What was the pick that most surprised you?
I didn't think anybody was going to come after my hibachi. And then Daniel was very specific. He was like, and it has a hibachi, so I can score over Preston.
Yeah, sorry, I really didn't know. I mean, you didn't even set me up to say it. You just asked specifically what was in it.
That's true. Surprising choice.
I would say for me, it was Dap's Treehouse because it seemed very whimsical for all the choices that you had going on there.
It's a very mid-century mod treehouse.
I think a little whimsy is good though, right? You want a little mysticality to the home. You don't want it to.
I was jealous that I hadn't thought of it.
It's true. I think it character-wise fits into your home better, but I still think Jacques gonna find a way to zhuzh all over it.
Zhuzh it up, yeah. I was most caught off guard by the secret garden, but I love the pick.
Oh yeah,
I think
it never occurred to me.
Yeah, me neither. And I did have the secret room, but it really gave me the confidence to pick the secret room.
Yeah.
But yeah, very cool, very magical, very mystical. I like that a lot.
Thanks.
Okay, so this is the kind of draft where I think we're all picking our own dream home, right? Like the parameters of that, so we all pretty much got what we wanted to for the most part, other than Preston's hibachi grill. So other than yours, like whose house do you most excited to go stay at? When you got to take a break from your own house for a little bit.
I mean, the real draw is the rooftop hot tub. That's why you go.
Yeah.
But I
come for the rooftop hot tub, stay for the aquarium.
Yes. I think in terms of like a trip, like if I'm going but then gonna come back home, it's Lee's because there's so much stuff to do while you're there.
Appeal.
Yeah, but then I'd be happy to come back to like enough nights at the barcade, and then I'm like, okay, I'm a little. I've now set the record. I've put ASS on every one of these consoles. I can go home happy.
Yeah.
I think if I was like moving in temporarily, I think it might be Daniel's. Also, I don't know why, because we didn't draft like size, but his house feels bigger. Like it feels like it would accommodate me better. But I like the coziness of the smaller place if I'm staying for not
this is just total feel to me. Preston's house feels the biggest.
Yeah.
I feel the medium, and then Lee's feels the...
I think that's right, even though you have an indoor basketball court.
Cozies.
True.
So
I can see that.
I'm picking Lee's.
Okay. Lee, what about you?
It's tricky because, like, Preston's got the big, cozy, comfy conversation pit with the big, comfy cloud couch and all of that, and
beds.
the pool boy. We gotta give props to pool boy.
You are married to the pool boy.
Yeah, holds a
I
little
am
extra
married
appeal
to
for
the
me,
pool boy. But I am a foodie. I love to eat, and the chef's kitchen. Plus, like, friggin' nerds, we're all about the movies and the shows and the group watches. The secret room sounds so much fun.
You're not allowed in there.
I was going to say, there's no way you're being let in there.
But I mean, I would like to see how it operates. I just want to see how it works.
Okay,
like,
I'll show you how it works. I'll show you how it works.
All right. I'll have to go in. I just want to see how the mechanism works to get in.
Sure.
And the treehouse, like, it's like every childhood dream compiled into, maybe minus the secret garden, but
yeah,
I think I'm gonna have to go. I think I'm gonna have to go with Dan's, even though Preston had a lot of pull with that home spa. Oh God,
all of these houses seem really fun. Yeah, yeah. To me, the biggest appeal of Preston's is the pool. I think that just seems like a pool that you could spend the whole day in and have a wonderful time. Hopefully, the pool boy is going to remind you to apply sunscreen, Preston, because I know that's something that
I totally missed that last week.
Not a strength of yours, yeah.
Yeah, the folks I mentioned earlier that bought their new home, we just spent 3.5 hours trying to dunk a basketball from the diving board and forgot about everything else in life. It was wonderful. Yeah. We nothing existed outside of that one task, and yet sunscreen also didn't make it to the party.
Why can't our bodies tell us, like, hey, you're starting to get sunburned?
You're burning alive.
You're sunburned now.
I think it's probably the same reason that, like, when a live lobster goes into a boiling pot.
It's true. It doesn't know until it's too late.
Alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
or
like our version.
When you're drinking alcohol, there's not a point where you're like, hey, you've had too much to drink now. Maybe slow down a little bit.
Yeah, you should probably.
You usually blow by that point. Yeah.
I've gotten better
and then
about
somebody
that
else tells you.
In your old age?
Yeah, I was like, Preston, you got to take it easy, bud. And put on some goddamn sunscreen.
Maybe pants. Pants would probably be good too.
I think Preston's exactly right. I think Lee's house is the one to go visit for like the weekend. Because I think the things that make Lee's like special are just like so solo. But particular to her, like the library, the secret garden, very cool. But I'm not going to really get to enjoy those, if I'm visiting. It's not like, hey, come visit and come read with me in my library. At least not,
why not?
My kind of friend thing.
I would.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like maybe Lee's friends probably would actually do that. But the Barcade and the 360 Aquarium just are such strong,
pretty cool
pulls for a long weekend. But Preston's, I think I would rather live in between the two.
It's a fair compromise.
But I think we all drafted very well here. So it'll come down to what you all decide in the vote, of course, which will be linked in the show notes. We're not doing it on Twitter anymore, so just after you listen to the show, just go to where you see the description of the show, and underneath there, I've had people ask about this. So there's just a link in there. It says vote here. It's like the first thing right underneath the show, episode description. Click that link, it'll take you to the Google form where we have the vote. So let us know who you think built the best dream house. Let us know in the Discord as well. But Lee, thank you so much for coming on. It was awesome having you. I think you did yourself very, very favorably here. You drafted very well.
Wow. Thank you.
Despite
he does
all
not
your
say that
nerves
often. Take that very well. Take that.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna have to go tell Mario now that I was complimented on my picks versus being shit on for
compared to Mario. I mean, any of us are Hall of Fame drafters. I think.
Come on,
boy, howdy.
Even me. Good Lord, man.
No, we kid. We love Mario. He might have. I don't remember if he might have. I think he might have won that ice cream draft that we made fun of him for.
Stupid.
Did he?
Stupid.
He might have. The friggin'
This is why democracy doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Yeah, they come through for the vote more than the drafted listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Which
probably
we understand.
It's also we draft every week also, so at least our crew has a little bit of a experience.
Yeah, you guys are.
So you would think
practiced.
Mario would be better. But...
Yeah. You would think. He also, listen, I'm the 3-time season winner, like 3 consecutive seasons on our draft
Come
title.
for the king. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
you best not
and
miss.
This last one, Mike won, but we don't talk about that because
that was
I'm
a fluke.
still the queen.
That was a fluke. And until someone else three-peats, you're the top dog.
True.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Mario's like, when are you going to take Queen off of your name on Discord? And I was like,
Never. Are you
not
kidding
until somebody
me?
else.
How about you go for 4, big dog?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Beat me out, and then you can have my title.
Yeah, exactly. I'm completely with you, Lee. But please do go check out the Friggin' Nerds. Lee and all the Friggin' Nerds are there. Just pumping out just crazy good content.
Yes.
Seemingly every day of the week these days. It is. I don't know how y'all have the energy. I mean, I guess it helps that there's what.
I was going to say there's significantly more of them than there are us.
There's an army of you. Yeah,
There
that
is,
helps.
yeah.
And there's 2 leads.
But y'all do a lot.
There's a duplicate.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
there's
true,
a
her clone.
duplicate. Yeah.
please, genuinely, please make uniquely merch though, or we're gonna have to do it on our end. And
It's
then,
like a thing 1, thing 2, where one person has the uniquely and the other person has duplicate.
Yeah. Because that's that is a gold mine just waiting to be made.
Okay, I'm writing it down now for Britt to create merch out of it because
We'll
she is
take
our designated
10% of every
Good.
sale.
Yeah.
Excellent.
10,
Each.
just 10%. Good save.
Thanks.
But Lee, is there anything else you'd like to promote? Any special stuff coming up for you and the Friggin' Nerds, or you individually?
Well, so for the Friggin' Nerds, we've got some really cool stuff going on. I don't know if you guys know. We are switching. We're taking a season off for the podcast, and we are trying out a new format called Talk Nerdy Tuesdays, TNT. Where it's much more laid back, and the listeners are actually going to be the ones that are going to be drafting. So there's going to be one from each Hogwarts house, and each of the houses are going to go head to head for the draft instead of us drafting, and then we get to pick the winners.
Whoa.
So that's exciting. And we also have this really cool thing going on with our D&D. We play D&D every other week or once a month.
Every other Sunday, right?
It's actually every other Friday now.
Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It alternates with the Friggin' Nerds Fridays. That's right.
Yeah, and we actually have a whole new section in our Discord that we set up within the last month. That is a role-playing section of our Discord. So people have been in there, like role-playing in the forum. And it's our campaign right now is Strixhaven, which is a magic school. So it's been really cool because people are role-playing in this forum, and then they show up in our campaign on stream. So
That's so sick. God, you guys are the
I know, it is wicked
We're
cool.
so bad at this, Dan. We're just so bad at it.
No!
There's so many of them, Preston. There's so many of
You
them.
guys are so good at your niche.
If there were 8 of us,
If only there were 8 of us.
Listen, your standard for drafts is where, like we like we're climbing to your standard for the draft portion of our show. But we've got 6 other people that are
a lot. You got a lot of other grounds covered.
A lot of brains.
You guys had the Pokemon game in the Discord. I'm sure it's still there.
Yeah.
Where you could
Safari
catch
Zone
Pokemon
game.
just by participating in the chat and stuff. I legitimately got terrible at my job for the 2 weeks that I just like I was not responding to work messages because I was just like, I just gotta spam the chat. I'm so close to leveling this up. And I started only catching birds. So I would just release everything that wasn't a bird, and I would start trading people for birds. It was a great time there and then I had to go, back to my actual job.
Be an adult.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Adulting.
Well, so Preston can get back to his actual job. He needs to edit this show tonight because we're recording it on Monday night. So
sleepy.
We are going to wrap up. Lee, thank you so much for coming on. It was an absolute blast having you.
Thank you for having
Can't wait
me.
to have you back. Always love having our Friggin' Nerd fam on the show. Guys, You know where to find us. You know where to hit us up. Please go follow Lee and the Friggin Nerds over on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter. I already said Twitch already. YouTube, everywhere. They're just Friggin Nerds Media everywhere. So go follow them, go support them, go show them the drafted love. We love you guys, and we'll talk to y'all next time.